policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Yo, this is Colin Wells, and you're listening to Heavy Duty and David Welch on Talk City 91.1 FM. Dance to the drum, oh. Happy spirits have the sweetest rhythm, oh.
Alright, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome one and all to Under the Radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. It's very wet though. I mean, rain ain't falling that much, but the sky isn't looking too right now. I was like, oh Lord, let me get to Port of Spain quick and let me get out of Port of Spain as soon as possible, because I didn't see much flooding since, but I mean, I want to get catch off guard. But special good afternoon to all of you in the taxis, those of you heading up the Eastern Main Road, on the highways, wherever you are at. Special good afternoon to all of you, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome one and all to the number one and the fastest growing talk show in all of Trinidad and Tobago. This is Under the Radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. He's on his way, he's almost here. I now see Crazy walk through the studio there just now, and Roland Stewart, special good afternoon to you, and Crazy as well. Good afternoon to you, Crazy. The man really crazy. Alright, Crazy say he's a supporter, so thanks for supporting, Crazy. Thanks for supporting. You say you're gonna listen to me now. I see you walking through the studio, so you ain't listening yet. Alright, but I know you'd listen soon, so special good afternoon to all of you. Crazy good afternoon, and everyone that is listening to Talk City 91.1 FM right now, special good afternoon to all of you as well. I know where Heavy wanted to go with the conversation today, and I think we're roughly staying on the same part, because ironically I saw this morning, and I want to thank, big up Satish Ramsaran for listening as well. Satish sent us something from TTT, is the Trinidad and Tobago Today show, right? TTT, or the Now Morning Show. Which one it is? I can't remember the name. Weekends, I think it's TNT Today. Yeah, it's on the screen. Yeah, TNT Today show. All right, so this morning, they had the chairman of NGC, Gerald Ramdeen, on the program, and I listened to a bit of what the chairman said, and I must say, that was a real great interview. And I don't know how many persons really got time to listen to it and got time to hear what Gerald Ramdeen said, but this is along the lines of what, Heavy Duty wanted to talk about today, and if he was in studio, he would have really, really enjoyed it. But I wanted to come and touch on that a little, and to tell you that I am hoping to get Gerald Ramdeen here in studio as well. But outside of that, I am looking at getting the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, the Honorable Dr. Rudal Munilal, in studio as well. But we have a lot to look forward to. He coming in, so I go hold. All right, I know it's starting, so you can hear me now. But yeah, it's how you see. They say leave the door closed and like build up. All right. But we have a lot to look forward to, Trinidad and Tobago, in the energy sector and for Trinidad. And you heard what the Prime Minister said yesterday. And I'm going to play for you what Gerald Ramdeen said on TNT Today's morning show. So be sure to look out for that every morning from 6 to 8 a.m. right here on TTT. So take a listen.
Because of the policies that have been pursued by this government. What you saw with the steel plant, the old Ispat steel plant, the Anson Metal facility being reopened on Monday, is the work of the government to be able to put in place an environment that allows international investors to want to come back to our country, to want to invest in Trinidad and Tobago, to want to work together with the government of Trinidad and Tobago to advance their own economic interests and the interests of Trinidad and Tobago. And these are the successes that you've seen. There is more that is going to be rolled out within the next few months. There are other announcements that are going to be made that will allow the people of Trinidad and Tobago to be able to see that there's a bright future on the horizon as a result of the way in which the energy sector has been managed. The energy sector and the NGC is really the engine room of this government. It is the NGC that creates the environment for downstreamers and investors to come and invest in the country. It is the NGC that is responsible, the main state entity in this country that is responsible for revenue generation. And we have been able to discharge that function. I mean, the Prime Minister announced a few months ago that within 6 months of taking office, the NGC returned the highest profits after tax in 10 years. Under the last administration, the NGC for the first time had 2 losses. It is inconceivable that a national gas company that aggregates gas to the downstream could reach a point where in 2020 they declared losses, in 2023 they declared losses, and within 6 months of managing those assets, the NGC group was able to return an unaudited after-tax profit of over $3.2 billion, the largest in over 10 years. And that speaks for itself. These are facts that are incontrovertible. These are facts that demonstrate the change in the vision of the energy sector. These are facts that demonstrate the results that have been achieved as a result of the hard work that has been done in the energy sector.
I want to pause there. Right there, the hard work in the energy sector. You would have Stuart Young and other people sell you the narrative that what the country is experiencing today is all of the policies and the hard work by the PNM administration. Because they would sell that, They have been selling that. They sold this nation, the people that would believe it actually, that it is their doings that got us OFAC, and it's their doings that got the Manatee field up and running, and it's their doings for Dragon Gas, and their doings for this. And what Gerald Ramdeen went on to explain in this lovely interview, Trinidad, is that the PNM left sites or left sectors of the or portions of the energy sector abandoned for quite a long time. And it's not that they just left it abandoned and it wasn't making money, They left it abandoned, making this country a loss of over $1.5 billion. So the anchor asks the question, what is NGC doing different in the energy sector? And Gerald Ramdeen went on to explain what was left versus what the government, what NGC or what the energy sector is doing today. Take a listen.
Yeah. Which brings me to my next question. What changes specifically has the NGC made to bring about all of these changes that we're seeing now?
Well, I mean, there are a number of changes. There are a number of things that we've done, both in terms of our commercial operations and in terms of the way in which the NGC operates. One of the achievements that I think this board has not been given enough credit for is the fact that when we took office in July of 2020, we found a situation where one of our main pipelines, our 24-inch pipeline in Galeota, was down for 4.5 years. This country lost $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Think about how many schools could have been fixed, how many hospitals could have been fixed, how we could have used that $1.5 billion in terms of national security, in terms of education. And it sat there, $1.5 billion wasted in 4.5 years. And it took the NGC under the new management a matter of months to fix that pipeline, put it back in operation, and increase the revenue generating capacity of the NGC. We heard the last Minister of Energy and the former Prime Minister, you hear him over and over talk about truck, compression. They talked about truck. We bought truck. Truck is now part of the infrastructure at Atlantic LNG that belongs to the NGC. That allows the NGC for the first time, to be able to not only provide the ability to transport gas, but to provide the service of compression, to increase the gas from all the wells in our East Coast Marine area, to be able, when we talk about projects like Dragon and Manatee and Manikin Kokina, to be able to increase the supply of gas into Atlantic LNG and from those wells, so that you have a greater supply of gas as a result of the use of that infrastructure. And most importantly, when we took a decision to purchase truck, it was against a background where the former Minister of Energy and the former Prime Minister would boast about the fact that they did unitization of the Atlantic LNG trains. When we came into office
I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pause right there. She wants it. Come on. Yeah, come true. All right. But I'm going to pause right there for you, Trinidad and Tobago, because there's so much happening in the energy sector that the previous administration would have you believe that it is all because of what they did. And I love that Joel Ramdin this morning reiterated that the NGC made over $3 billion profit for the first time ever in a decade, in almost 10 years. Not only that, but while the PNM was in charge, Joel Ramdin reiterated that the NGC and the energy sector lost over, $2 billion. And part of that is because they also shut down a pipeline that could have brought in this country or bring the revenue up to over $1.5 billion that was sitting down, not doing anything. This is what Joel Ramney said he found in the energy sector, particularly NGC, that changed today. Literally a whole changeover today. And as we know, the NGC acquiring stakes and controlling 100% or 20% in other developments. Heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon to you, David Welch. Good afternoon to the listeners of Talk City 91.1 FM. I'm David Welch. I know we have to come on radio and bring the facts and let people know, right, where we were and where we are going now. But every time we talk about what the PNM did in their tenure in the last 9.5 years, or what they didn't do, or what could have been done better, it clearly shows more and more the level of incompetence that we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, take we right good mind and dip we finger to put them bunch of clowns in power.
Yep.
That don't know the anchor from the elbow.
Correct.
About the energy sector, about governing this country. Every single ministry they held down for the last 9.5 years failed.
Correct.
Not one single thing that they put their hands on turned into a profit. You understand? They actually had the minus touch. Everything they touched disappear.
They touched disappear.
Yeah. I had to say that. You understand? Because how the hell NGC make a profit for all the time? They're making no profit for 10 years.
No profit.
Losing money.
Major profit.
And in the first year, a new administration come in that know what they're doing, they get $3 billion. Or look at tell me what's going on all the time. Eh? I don't know, boy. I don't know. This is hey. I just want. Man, I tell you something. I don't like to start off show and things so because I was feeling so good in my mind and my heart for the past couple of days. You know, between yesterday and today, I was scrolling through TikTok and I ain't see nobody do no live and thing again about Kamala this and UNC this again because some like apparently like what going on right now? Nobody talking about
Silent.
everybody just silent, right? and I hold down the media looking. I'm really looking for them. I'm looking for them. I'm looking for these Andolis and them now, but to come out, them jump out in the. I searching the lives and them. Yeah, I know. I'm looking for Bacchanal now.
Not even Eric Cole.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand,
right.
yeah.
So to come here now and here, what it did, I want to focus on what is happening now because it clearly shows, right, when good government is at the helm of the ship, right, it's gonna take us out of the storm and put us on a clear path to calm waters. You understand? It's just a matter of time, right? All the economists, all the industrialists, so everybody is saying, yeah, this is good moves being made right now.
I wish. You ain't hear what the economists say today.
If you're telling me about, if you are only telling me about rambles,
No,
that
no, no,
crap you put
no.
up on social media to
No.
try to defend something or try to come up with something, talking as that crap.
Forget economists actually urge the government, warn the government actually, is to read through the fine prints of the deals. You could never have a good day in Trinidad.
No.
Yeah.
I may understand why the economists and them may say that, because as I told you, right, Guyana, right, they are now trying to renegotiate a new deal with Exxon, right, because apparently they get the shorter end of the stick,
Of course.
right? So one will think that, you know, we dealing with Exxon, we dealing with BP, we dealing with all these Shell and all these companies, right? We had to look where we could get our fair share, right? And it's not no bad advice. Really, fine prince. It's not really like you know. It's not like they saying the deal was
it's
bad.
bad, yeah. I
It's just
feel it.
saying that, you know, really fine prince.
I have faith in our because we've been in energy
okay,
for a
correct.
while.
But and I know that we have bright minds in this
Of course.
in this administration, and they will just go happy and just sign up
Correct.
like that. They were
Like
already,
the last one.
like they were already tried to sign with Sanders, what was making no kind of sense at all.
No.
That a kind of madman
Even
deal.
energy deals from them with Stuart Young and BP.
Yeah.
And Shell, not really BP, but Shell. No. This government not doing that.
Right.
In fact, this government looking at NGC chairman says here they predict a major turnaround for the energy industry in Trinidad.
No, to get for people to understand, right, what the 20% in the mannequin block from
To the manatee. Is manatee?
the mannequin.
Yeah, cooking a
mannequin,
yeah.
right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right, that 20% gas,
Yeah.
right?
We share, yeah.
It's almost $1 trillion. That's cross-border gas, right? Where the deal was between us, Venezuela, and is BP or Exxon? BP, I think.
Yeah, BP. Yeah.
That's the
Because
cross-border.
Exxon is in the deep
oil,
water.
yeah, right. That is the cross-border gas,
Yeah.
right? I want people to understand it's a deal between the Venezuela. We could not just go for it. Them could not just. It was a deal that was signed. It was unsigned by the United States because the United States had the embargo of application of Venezuela. Now we Kamala had renewed it last year, but we got back that deal on the table, and now it's coming to light. Everything is signed off and everything is going forward, right? The 20% of $1 trillion, almost $1 trillion cubic feet of gas, right? You're talking
Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars that the country going to benefit from.
if gas prices, what's the gas price right now? Google that for me now. I want people to understand the level of going on here now. Just Google price of gas, natural gas right now in the world. The prices. How much gas selling for right now?
Right now, it says approximately. Hold on, huh? Oh yeah, go deep for this boy. I pay it in USA dollars.
Yeah, they put it in US.
No, you gotta go on our website for this.
You gotta go on our website?
2.8. So $2.80 is what it's saying. Is this accurate? Yeah.
$2.80 an hour.
Per,
A BT?
Yeah, per BTU, yeah.
Per BTU. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
280 per BTU, that's what it's saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Very low today, boy.
No, that is gas prices is basically around that price, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Due to the competitive market. When war break out, it's run up.
Yeah, it does go up.
Yeah, it does go up fast, high.
$2.80 per MMBTU, yeah.
Right. Good. And it's approximately $1 trillion MMBTU there.
Yeah.
And we earn 20% of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Right?
But people missing the point, though. Part of it is also Trinidad doesn't have to put out much resources.
This is what we do have. We not putting out nothing yet.
Not really anything.
Because it's the same thing with the block. We actually selling the blocks to
For people to find
go
out.
and find it. You understand? When you find it, we cut we deal. Right, and we get we percentage. It costs an ExxonMobil almost $2.something billion just to go and export our water. You know?
So obviously they had to reap some rewards.
Correct. So just the seismic research and thing, it costs that kind of money to go out there and find to see if it have oil. Because if they strike and they didn't get nothing, they lost their money. That is not our expense. That's their expense.
Correct. The drilling at their expense.
Yeah,
And
the
they have to
drilling
look
at their
the
expense and
environment
all they're doing, them putting out all the money, them putting on all the rigs, them doing everything. And
Correct. And one thing that I know that the government also asks for is for them to retain our well, for us firstly to retain our assets, but for them to utilize some of our talent and train some of our people. What's so bad in that?
We and all around people that think, you know, are just saying this out there, putting it out there for the naysayers, right? Our economy is getting a second chance around.
Reboot.
Right? Two things going to happen. Right? Two things we have to be mindful of. If we don't utilize this properly this time around, right? We had to have people with vision, In the past, most of our governments, right, was when the money come in, they get a while, right? It's infrastructure, it's build this, build that.
Well, mostly teach,
Yeah,
but go ahead.
yeah. But all that is to make sure to make everybody feel like, you know,
Yeah.
you want to build this all of a sudden, you want to build rapid rail,
Yeah,
you want to
something
build new
happening,
airport, you want the things, money coming there. You're just feeling to do things there.
Yeah.
It's like somebody winning lotto. They just want to buy this, buy a nice car, they want to buy this, want to buy that. But when the money done, you ain't really put nothing.
Tighten your belt.
You ain't put nothing in the kitty. You ain't put nothing to fall back on.
Yeah.
I sent you a video on Norway on TikTok.
I didn't see it.
Right?
It's Russian.
Yeah, I have it on TikTok. Right?
Yeah.
Norway. I wonder if I could play it on my phone here, boy.
Did you know the richest man on earth?
Just so. Yes, TikTok, I know.
Treated his grandson.
Yes, so. We'll find David Welch.
What is this, right? The last one you sent?
Yeah, the last one I sent for you is on Norway.
Alright. I can play?
Yeah, I can play it. If it loading, my own taking long to load.
Yeah, normal internet. Mine's taking long to load too.
Yeah, internet, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Is this one by? Right, what Norway did, right, being one of the poorest country in that part of the world, where people was actually leaving to go to the United States and Europe and all these other countries because Norway was only making their livelihood on fishing because over there was more it's so cold now. Right? I wonder if it's this one by, let me see.
$21.7 billion. That is what ExxonMobil is now prepared
Not
to
that one.
I think I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna open it up right now.
Yeah, catch it.
technically a millionaire.
Listen.
Well, I have it here too, huh?
Alright, you have it? Alright, go ahead and play it on the thing.
Every single citizen.
Alright. Here we go.
Country where every single citizen is technically a millionaire. College is completely free. Workers get 4 weeks of paid vacation by law. Even the prisoners have private kitchens, televisions and personal gyms. But just a few generations ago, this was one of the poorest corners of Europe. A frozen land so hopeless that hundreds of thousands of its people fled across the ocean just to survive. This is the story of Norway and how the luckiest discovery in modern history collided with the smartest decision any government ever made. For most of its history, Norway had almost nothing. It was a cold, rugged land of fishermen and farmers farmers, scratching a living from rocky soil and freezing seas. Life was so hard that between the 1800s and early 1900s, roughly 1/3 of Norway's entire population packed up and emigrated to America. While countries like Britain and Germany built industrial empires, Norwegians were salting fish and praying for good harvests. Even by the 1960s, Norway was still lagging behind its European neighbours, a quiet, modest country on the edge of the map that nobody paid attention to. Then in 1969, everything changed in a single moment. Deep beneath the North Sea, drillers struck one of the largest oil fields ever found. Almost overnight, the poor man of Europe was sitting on a fortune of black gold. But here is where Norway did something almost no country in history has managed. It refused to spend the money. Norway had watched other nations discover oil and destroy themselves with it through corruption, waste and greed. So the Norwegians made a rule that sounds almost impossible. The oil money would not belong to the government. It would belong to the people, including generations not yet born. They locked the profits inside a national savings account and invested it around the world. Today that fund has grown to over $1.4 trillion, the largest of its kind on Earth. Divide it among Norway's citizens, and every man, woman and child is technically a millionaire. That one decision transformed everything. With a GDP per person above $80,000, Norway now ranks among the richest nations alive, with some of the happiest workers on the planet. University is completely free. Every worker is legally guaranteed 4 weeks of paid vacation, and the country even reinvented punishment itself. Norwegian prisons look more like college dorms, with private kitchens and gyms, because the goal is to fix people, not break them. The result is the lowest reoffending rate in the world, with 67% of released prisoners never returning to crime. Now here is the part most oil-rich countries never figured out. Norway understood that $1 trillion sitting in one place is the greatest corruption temptation ever created, so it built a system where everything happens in the open. The fund publishes every investment it makes for the world to see. Government spending is public, courts are independent, the press is free, and citizens can even check each other's tax records. That is why Norway ranks among the least corrupt nations on earth, year after year. The nation that once exported its own starving people now quietly owns pieces of companies all over the world.
Okay.
You understand? No government in Trinidad ever did that. Mainly because of the PNM, but we need to start thinking along those lines. Taking that money, investing it, putting it in some way where you know, and not the profits. We're taking the profits from the money. We're paying the bills, and we clearing off what we owing, and we put in savings aside.
And most important,
this is nothing like the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. There's something like a trust fund. There's a trust fund for your people. That, and the same thing I tell you, Qatar did. They put invest. They take 70% of the money that they get from the gas and put it in an investment fund. And the investment fund is for the people. And they take the investment fund money and invest it in real estate and airlines and all these things all across the world. Right? Different companies, different buildings in London and Manhattan and all these things. They own little properties all over the world and renting it out and all these things. And the profit from that going back into the investment fund, and they keep growing. And every month, a quantity of that money goes towards paying the citizens just for being a Qatari citizen, because the population of Qatar is really 260-something thousand people, Qatari citizens. Right now the population is 1.7 million, but only 250,000 of that is genuine Qatari citizens. Everybody else is migrants, right? That came to Qatar to work, right? And they don't get from that money. There's only Qatari citizens, like the Trinidadians here. We born Trinidadians, right? So anybody else come, Venezuelan, Jamaican, whoever come to here, they're not partner again that, right? And it's so bad that if you're a Trinidadian and they make a child with a Venezuelan, that child is not eligible to get nothing from that fund. It must be the two parents that to be Trinidadian and the child had to be a genuine Qatari citizen at the time. That would have had all the lawyers, right? So, and the funds now, income generate over the years, and then it's put into a life for for future Qatari citizens, and that's how it keep going and growing and growing and growing.
And most important, is an investment fund, so they could spend the money into investing in
In other things, so that make more money.
Just for the fund.
Just for the fund to keep cover. As the fund is right now, it's over something about $60-something billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's $1 trillion, I know.
No, that's Norway.
Oh.
Norway is 1.7 trillion. Norway think different. Norway investment fund is over that.
Oh, you're talking Qatar?
Yeah, I'm talking to Qatar.
Okay.
Right, but Norway owns the same thing. Norway is 1.4 trillion. Right? So that is almost 80,000 US per person. You understand?
And they have access.
That GDP technically. You understand?
Free education.
What Norway did they make sure everything you're not wanting for nothing in Norway. But Qatari citizens have it kind of better because they do all the work if they choose to. Their money coming in the bank show every month from the government. Right? From the oil. So the oil money invests into the people, as the saying is. Wasn't what the government feel to do with it. You understand? Mm-hmm. They move away from that because they realize
corruption.
Oh God!
But most importantly, if Trinidad was because if we were to just spend a fraction of the money that we get directly back onto people, what do we really have to work in Trinidad now? Technically, you know, we just make trillions of dollars in energy.
This is why I always have to go back to the beginning of our first major oil boom, right? Which is from probably and it was almost about 10 years. Mm-hmm. Probably 1960 something, 1968 or 69 was around it, and 1978. It's almost 10 years of oil boom, you know, right? You know, it's 10 years of oil boom.
And 10 years of nothingness.
And the reason why that happened, because at the time there was a war going on in Vietnam, right? And OPEC raised the price of oil, and we prospered, right? When you think about it, the $1 million per citizen what Eric Williams said it had was more than possible. He had it.
We lost all of it.
But wait. David Welch, if you think about the kind of money Eric and the PNM played with, right? Trinidad and Tobago, all these trippiness where Eric is calling and talk about all the build schools and the build road and the build hospital, like joke.
A joke, yeah.
We were supposed to be New York, like New York skyscrapers and all kind of thing. Yeah. You understand? Mm-hmm. If you just Google Dubai, Qatar, all these countries, and see how the infrastructure is, mm-hmm. and these are countries that had oil and gas later than us, right? We still looking like a third world country. You understand? For years, the tallest buildings in town was the Twin Towers by down the road. For years, since we small, that's the only tallest building we had in Trinidad. Mm-hmm. If you understand where I'm coming from, mm-hmm. and that was a big thing to us. But to see, they take the how I call it, I say the third world mentality of the citizens, not knowing. Yeah, we not knowing what is happening outside of our little island. Yeah. And we feeling boastful that at least we better than Grenada and Barbados and all these other little islands in the Caribbean. That was our claim to fame. We better than them. You understand? But the third richest country in the Western Hemisphere, next to Canada and United States, GDP per capita. This for baby Trump. GDP per capita. Right? Mm. Right? How although we were better off than the rest of our Caribbean neighbors, how come we didn't reach first world status?
We squander. For a nation of 1.4 million, and which was much less than that back then.
It was much less than that. Yeah, it was much less than that back then.
Correct.
Yeah, we have more people now than back then.
And we're still suffering holistically as a nation. Yeah?
That to me is a slap in the face. That to me is like somebody just had steel pin a posy under the bed for about 6 months and they come and throw it on you. That to me is like, that's how bad it is for me. Right? And the thing is, there's no accountability for it. When I say no accountability, you cannot find nowhere where that money gone. You cannot find. It's not like now we have Auditor General and OPR and budget and all these kind of things. We can know wherever the case will be, right? Because I remember when I said the first national budget that was read in the national economy was in 1976. Eric tried to fight me about budget was being read all the time since 1956 by the Governor General or whoever the case will be, right? We're talking Eric Williams, who don't have to get account for nobody because everybody believe he's the father of the nation, right? He didn't used to do it. And he was basically the finance minister and the prime minister. He was controlling what's going on. He was to say, well, we're going to build this, we're not going to build that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. He was actually dictating everything. Is he rewrite the constitution? This constitution that we have here today that is full of flaws and loopholes, right? Hopefully, and this is why I say that why we need constitutional reform, because this constitution that we living with is Eric Williams constitution. All who talking about, we using SOE to detain people and all of that. That Eric Williams doing.
He sanctioned
that. You understand? So what thing happened to Makanda Dag and all of them? SOE, we lock them up. You understand? You could be 10 for more days on the SOE with no charge. What thing make that? Is Eric Williams? All the complain about no because it's on somebody else doing it. When Eric was doing it, all wasn't complaining.
Right.
Understand where I'm coming from? So if you all want that to change, you understand? Then so be it. It doesn't need to change. Yes, the whole damn constitution need to change. Because let's face it, the Westminster system that we are using right now, right, it's an old colonial system that the British use. And the British amend that system over 300 and something time. You can go in the archives and see. Right now, the British Parliament, them changing Prime Minister every 6 months.
That's true.
You know why? Because they change their constitution. They have recall and all this kind of thing in it. Yeah, we still using the same ancient colonial system. Right? So we still at the mercy of whether or not we have
a good prime minister
or a tyrant in government. You understand where I'm coming from? Good. Because if we have a good somebody in tyrant, they could use the constitutional powers to do good without any loopholes or red tape. Nobody had to go and, you know, right? But when you have a bad one, he could use the same powers to inflict evil on the land and the people, right? So we still at the mercy of whoever we elect. And God forbid we get somebody worse than Rowley and Sutton and them, well, then we cook.
Bad.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going back to say, we as a people didn't understand what was happening all across the world. So henceforth, we accepted what was given to us as good governance and believe that was the best thing since sliced bread. That were our grandparents and them believe in Eric Williams because to them that was the best time in the life, the best time. You should get back pay every year for Christmas you get back pay. You understand? Not knowing, as I say, like a rich uncle holding your money for you that your father and them die and you inherited and he giving you a little $1,000. If you didn't go, like, give my uncle, I love my uncle, give me that. And it's millions you had to get. You understand? But you don't know. So what don't know it ain't hurting you. Right. You understand? And I telling you, when I've been honest with you, what I say, thank God for YouTube. YouTube opened my eyes to the world. When I started to watch YouTube and I started going to the rabbit hole and started only typing countries across the world, oil countries, rich countries, and then I realized, wait now. We living in a...
We've been lied to. We're living in a parallel universe.
In a parallel universe is a joke. We live in a doomsday. Anyway, let me take some calls quickly before we go for the top of the hour. Let me get the people on them on the show here with us.
Right now.
On the air, 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
Caller live.
Yes, gentlemen, good evening.
Yeah, man.
So let me just start off by saying I want to offer some clarity on something regarding, first to begin with, the British. They don't have a constitution. They operate under something called convention.
Okay.
which requires big people to sit down and agree that there's certain standards they're going to live by, and that's basically it.
Right, but
Our constitution was written and produced by Sir Ellis Clark under the direct supervision of the former Prime Minister, which is Eric Williams, and put in it a natural advantage to the PNM. For example, remember when we had 33 seats?
Yeah.
36 seats. 18 out of that 36 was at the West Corridor. So that alone will tell you that in order to even begin to think to remove the PNM from power, you had to win the East-West Corridor. That's why the East-West Corridor is the smallest, or was then the smallest amount of people in mass, but holding the greatest amount of power because it controls the final decisions to be made.
Yeah, there'll be more constituency seats in one area on the East-West Corridor than anywhere else in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. So, and that was specifically done by Eric Williams. Secondly, another point to just clarify, Eric Williams was the Prime Minister and he was the Finance Minister.
Finance Minister, yeah.
Now, how is that a dangerous thing? I'll say it this way. It's like you have an auditor and a banker being the same person.
Yeah.
That can't happen. Because the man who taking the money and put it in the pocket, the man who wants to save money move. And, so that's it. And then, of course, another thing too, Eric Williams may have started off with some good and noble ideas. A lot of it may started that way. But he certainly surrounded himself with some criminals and crooks. And, of course, we all know of the All Alaran
and the Parfat and the all of them,
and then move the money from Trinidad and so on. One other point, too, you mentioned about the curfew. I don't know if you're aware, gentlemen, that under the PNM we had a curfew for in excess. Sorry, not a curfew, a state of emergency.
Yeah.
For in excess of 2 years straight.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
That was back in the 1970s.
Correct. I'm sure you would have heard that Calypso by Kitchener, Jericho. They're looking for Jericho. Well, that is what that Calypso was
about. Yeah.
All right, that the PNM shut down the country basically, put that curfew in place, and it was quite frankly to suppress the Black Power movement
yeah.
Semblance of any rising up against the then political powers that be. So, it's amazing. If you just to borrow, please, a little bit from yesterday with regards to the Pan Day and Pan
yeah.
Merchant sang a song about Pan in danger, and there were other songs about Pan and the challenges of Pan and so on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all of that happened during the same period of 1956 coming forward. You would have thought that when the PNM came into power, that which was a kind of roots movement, would have been bolstered. But just like how you have the criminal faction now, the Panyards and Pan music was associated with that.
Good criminals, yeah.
Right, but the beautiful thing is that Pan has grown, and is that you have a lot of sophisticated people playing Pan and involved in Pan now. But unfortunately, there are people who haven't allowed their minds to grow and see that Pan is much more than just what you call the backyard business. Pan is big business, the other parts of the world show that.
Yeah.
But again, you see, the PNM can't afford to have a normal average black man realize how powerful he is. So the best thing to do is to keep them in ignorance so they will continue looking for crumbs.
Correct.
You see, they must never know what it is to hold a whole loaf of bread in their hand. Because any time they get a feeling about the weight of 16 ounces of flour is in there, they want that.
Yes,
and
correct.
The best thing to do is let me give them crumbs and feed them with crumbs and tell them that the crumbs they have is a big bowl of food.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that's the reality of our
Brother, thank you for your highlight.
And passing on the information, as I've always said, these are the things that the Ministry of Education should try to get into the schools, teach civics, remind the young children, teach them how the country works, how it functions, who is who, which role in what office, how the office correlate to each other.
So,
and that way we could move away from the...
So caller, before you go, going back to the first thing you mentioned with the UK new system. They no longer doing a constitution. They have a, what do you call it?
No,
They never
they have
never
a
had
constitution. They actually do. It's just it's broken up. So it says here that the United Kingdom does have a constitution. It compromises of the written and unwritten arrangements that establish the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland as a political body. Unlike most countries, though, the constitution technically broken up into like different like Bill of Rights and this and that and the other to make it easy
so
to change.
If I might just offer some explanation to that, David.
Yeah.
What it simply means is that you notice it talks about the United Kingdom and Ireland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we could put it this way. So let's use Trinidad and Tobago as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Trinidad and Tobago is one country.
Right.
But you remember Fali and they're asking for a measure of autonomy?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's put our position in the middle of the two islands. So we have a position in the middle. So we decide to open a business in the middle of the waters of Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And we operating in that business. Who is going to be the major person to tell us what to do? It can't be Tobago because we're in Tobago waters. But Tobago waters belong to Trinidad, right?
Right.
So we must operate now on a sort of an agreement basis.
Oh, okay.
We operate in that is we understand certain things. So this is how we understand it to be. And what you as the ruling parts, both in Trinidad and Tobago, would entrust me with is my maturity. You would say, okay, I have dealt with these people. These are mature people who understand that when disagreements come, we go to a table, we sit down, we work it out. So basically, that's what it is.
All right.
What we have decided to use, which is the Westminster system, which involves our jurisprudence, governance structure, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we've borrowed from them.
Right.
And by and large, it has worked. But remember, originally that was constructed to remove the kind of a vicious power that the British had, that more kind of accommodative power.
Right.
And that's what we operate.
But is there any country you are still using this Westminster system that we're using?
India.
And is there any country only we and India using the same system that we use?
As far as I know, India
Well,
still uses it.
the Commonwealth.
Oh yes, Jamaica and all of them are doing the same thing too. Yeah, right. Okay, cool.
Anyway, gentlemen.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
man. Thank you, brother.
Thanks so much. All right, we had to take a break. We had to go. Stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll take more of your calls and opinions right after this on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. watch on TTT, or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT, or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT, or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the inside. We are under the radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. And we're going to go straight to the phone lines this hour until about, 4:30.
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, so we at the phone lines, based off everything that we spoke about in the first hour there, we know a lot of people didn't get to call in. So the phone lines are open right now, Trinidad and Tobago, 622-4911 or 394-4911. I didn't know, get the WhatsApp open. All right, let's go, caller.
Good afternoon, Brother David and Brother Heavy and Trinidad and Tobago. In
Yes,
Jesus'
brother.
name, yeah. You see the autobiography and the facts that last caller give?
Yeah.
Now I will just ask Heavy and look at it. You see all the planners in Paula State, you see that city onto the city in our city.
Yeah.
You see how much people they put up in the sky? And they Senator Philip going now to help them come out of the scum. So that's why one area have 4 seats. And that was Eric William and Eric Ellis Clark write the Constitution. So you see, like now, that's why he's seeing where Rowley just hands to your tongue the prime ministership and not by electing him. So that's how they do it. So they could put and protect themselves. And the Constitution was written in a way that the PNM will always be exalted. But you see, that is why now it's important to get the new legislation and bills passed in Parliament, and the independent PNM senators and them, when they flare up now, they just shut it down. So that is why Constitution reform, and did you remember the next egg? I'll call back.
All right, thanks so much. Caller, you live.
Caller.
We're sorry, your call did not go through.
Okay. I know it's on. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. The phone lines are open. In this hour, do Heavy. 4 years later, Mosquito Creek crack repaired.
The Mosquito Creek crack repaired.
Repaired, yeah.
Wow.
That's a weird article, boy. Mosquito Creek crack repaired. 4 years later. That's interesting. All right. But 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. The phone lines are open. And just to end off the first hour with I go to say Munilal. NGC chairman Joel Ramdeen. They are predicting a major turnaround for the energy sector. So let's just take a quick listen to it, right?
Following the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago's acquisition of a 20% stake in the cross-border Mannequin gas field, NGC Chairman Gerald Ramdeen says the move is expected to boost investor confidence and attract renewed foreign direct investment to the country's energy sector.
Point Lisas, the Port of Galeota, the Labidco Estate, the Union Estate, the National Energy Corporation, there is a new life. Right? There is oxygen that has gone into the energy sector. Investors are coming every week to this country, sitting with the government, sitting with the NGC. There is a renewed interest, and I said it over and over. We are on the cusp of an energy revolution in this country because of the policies that have been pursued by this government.
Mr. Ramdeen blamed the former government administration for gas contract issues that have affected gas supply to the downstream industry.
And unwind the contracts that we found there to be able to secure gas on the upstream for our downstreamers. And we've been very successful at it. All of these projects that were sanctioned under the last administration, there was absolutely no attempt to be able to secure gas for the downstream suppliers. And they're quick to talk about which plant has shut down and which plant has been put to rest. Those things are the results of the failed policies of the last administration.
But he noted those issues have been resolved and the NGC is moving forward.
We've taken up those challenges and we've been able to successfully be able to increase the supply of gas to the NGC. And we look forward in 1 month's time, we're going to start negotiations for new gas sales contracts that come to an end on the 31st of December. And for the first time, I'm proud to sit here as the chairman of the NGC and say for the first time, we are going to enter into those contracts with the ability to be able to secure longer-term contracts at better economic prices for downstreamers.
The NGC chairman noted that the negotiations of these more favorable terms will result in benefits.
Better will be to the advantage not only of the downstreamers, but to the revenue-generating capacity of Trinidad and Tobago that will allow the government to be able to provide goods and services for our citizens.
Earlier this year, NGC took full ownership of the Trinidad Region onshore compression asset, which will help boost gas flows and maintain stable supplies for local consumers.
All right, we want to thank TTT for that, man. That was a great comprehensive report there, but I think that falls in line with what you were talking about, Heavy, because we are seeing, actually, what you to say, boy? You to say, we're getting a second chance.
Yes, yeah.
A second chance at progress.
Correct.
Let's see how we handle it now. If he said yesterday, if it is that we vote PNM and then so that's it.
Yeah, I put on some money to migrate.
We said I said the country going through. There's no more coming back after that.
God and all going to leave you. Don't say that. Let's two-tish, man. Or the two-tish.
We get a second chance and we didn't use it properly. All right, but hopefully we see the revitalization and stuff like that come off the ground properly. And hopefully we see some money put down for rainy day as well, major rainy day, and particularly for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago as well. We look forward to budget, man. Budget coming up. Caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah,
good afternoon.
Now, rainy, bleak, flood all over on Facebook. Yeah,
flood.
And David.
Yeah.
We only saying we teaching and we blah blah about it. But Israel don't drive past through this country, man. Israel don't drive,
You telling
me. I don't know how nobody get charged for treason and things for wasteful spending of the legitimate funds of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Boy, it hurt me. And we have barely, we have some, but barely little to show about it. Look at the condition of our road, right? We have a fairly 50-50 health system and the education system heading downstream, but we have a little bit to show for it, but but the majority of it, boy, if only foreign offshore bank accounts could tell us stories. Boy, we could retrieve some of them funds. And these fellas are them bold-faced to come on TV and talk in it, and then Eric and Olivia here and whoever them fellas are them really are no belly for TNT, you know what?
Correct.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Caller, you live. Caller.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good afternoon. Go ahead, caller. Make a contribution. Hello? Hello?
You had to listen on your phone.
I'm trying to get out there heavy and
Yeah, we're on the radio. Listen on the phone and don't listen to the radio in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Stop listening in the background. Listen on your phone. It have a delay.
Well, I'm on the phone now.
All right, go ahead and make a contribution.
Well, I just wanted to correct heavy. He was giving that thing. I was in the pan yesterday, so I get the recording, and I hear you asking a question about Shadow. Shadow baseman was in 1974 and not in the 80s, so you're asking wrong questions.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Caller, live.
Good evening, David and Heavy. How are you fellas good?
Very good, good.
We're supposed to be happy like Papi. We swimming in money. And
it didn't come yet.
It didn't come yet. It didn't reach yet. The deals are made, but it didn't materialize.
It's in wire transfer yet.
Go ahead.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see all you run a program for a week. Right? Taking calls from Trinbagonians as to what they would like to see or what they want Trinidad and Tobago to invest its money in with the next 20 to 30 years. Where does they see themselves being in the next 20 or 30 years? And take the opinions from the people on the ground and let it call in and say what they want for Trinidad and Tobago. And let me hear all the Erics and the whoever else, and let me hear the other people who we're not accustomed hearing from. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think that should be a lovely program to hear what we would want Trinidad and Tobago to be in the next 20 or 30 years. And that will give you a direction to go forward with the next 20 or 30 years.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Thanks so much, brother. Caller.
Good evening, Heavy and David.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'll call all the thank all the yesterday for the hospitality extended to me. They did wonders for me and people who are around me was
Yeah.
Beautiful, especially on Sunday. Citizen was introduced as a national day, international day for fans. I look forward to hear that piece of music. It really is a nice piece of music to show national music. So thanks again for the hospitality extended to me. I appreciate it very much. All
right, brother. Thanks so much.
All right.
Thank you. Caller, you live. Caller. Hello. Yeah, this number does always call, and I don't know, boy. Like
that did drop caller.
I don't know.
Nah, drop callers call on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
The WhatsApp up?
Yeah, it's up. Caller. Yeah, but they call us on the line. Yes, boy. 6224911. Caller. Baby Trump. He just always call and say, hey. You just know, you know. Caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Good sir, with all due respect, your previous caller, you want a program like that? Please don't waste airtime. I can tell you exactly what will hear for the entire day. And I prefer to hear fingernails scratching against a blackboard than to get a whole week of that. Please, careful what you wish for. No, don't put us through that anguish, man. All we will hear is that I see Pep till are dead. Bringing it back. That's what I'm going to hear. And everything else till are dead.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. You know what I'm saying? We hear the same diatribe over and over and over again.
All right.
And I hear it sometimes on both sides a little bit, but more on one.
Correct.
Right? So anyway, what do you think? You think that's the idea you're going to run with?
Well, give people the opportunity to call and say what they want for the country.
Yeah, for a whole week.
For a whole week, boy?
We could do a day at that. A day, one day, but not a whole week.
Nah, they have options as far as an entire network or alternative platforms. They can get that whole day. No, one thing I gotta say, at least always give both sides, you know what I'm saying? And even the non-political people, you know, who chime in every now and again, you know what I'm saying?
A whole voice.
Yeah, but nah. Anyway. All right, guys.
Thanks so much.
And by the way, 2 words I'll leave you with. I have a message for you all.
Some dude.
You're welcome. All right, later. Bye.
Yeah, man. Caller.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good afternoon, Heavy and David.
Yeah, ma'am.
You know, PNM had a press conference today.
Yeah, and they talk about CPAP and shipping.
Said they are responsible for the 20%.
Yeah.
That was announced.
Oh, Lord Father.
Now, for 9 years, the only thing I heard the PNM talking about is dragon. I never hear him talk about nothing else. You see, that's why Rubio had to tell him he don't have to wish him congratulations and sympathy.
Yeah.
That's dotish, man. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. Caller.
Good afternoon again, brothers.
Yeah, man.
And listeners on Trinidad and Tobago. It will be short of me to correct the caller that we don't have to call the radio station and say what we want. The pre-budget consultation had been launched yesterday in the constituency of the Fitzdavid by the Honorable Devendra Thakur, Minister in the Ministry of Finance, the Finance Minister. So if you listen to the radio and hear, or the media, or YouTube and Facebook, you'll see where the next consultation will be held. So you could go out, vent, say what you want, how you want it, and when you want it. So not like Keith Rowley, and there's a consultation on a white couch with a few people. This one is for the public and it's open to come. It's coming near to you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Caller. Thank you, caller.
Good afternoon to the program, Brother Heavy and Brother David.
Yes, good afternoon.
Pleasant rainy afternoon in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes,
and
sir.
Evening dry.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tabakid, the Maurice Horsley. What's up?
Your whole name, right?
Well, realize, let me say this. The editorial was so nice, I was enjoying it. And I was sitting in the pavilion, mind you, and as you opened the line, the brother that came in, I don't want to butcher anything what he said, because I was just loving it, where you all would have gone. But one of the things, as I told you, I don't want to butcher anything because I love what he said. You all mentioned, you know, there is a place in Canada they call Hamilton. You all familiar with Hamilton?
Yeah.
In Canada, in Toronto?
Yeah, for some reason they're going and coming. I don't know why.
On now?
Yeah, good now. Go ahead.
Right. Well, you was asking why it is we didn't get the skyscrapers under Dr. William. Well, what O'Halloran and those fellas did, and they went to places like Canada and built the skyscraper and all this thing outside. You see, they build cities, you know, not in Trinidad. What they want to do is
you're breaking up now, Tabakid. You're breaking up, Tabakid now. I don't know.
Are you getting me now?
Yeah,
all right, you can hear it now. Good.
Gotta get my SIM card. Did you so?
Go ahead.
You have me now, David?
Yes, you have you now. Go ahead.
Right. So, Heavy, when you mentioned that they did not build the skyscrapers and all these things with the money, what would have happened, fellas like O'Halloran? They really built things, you know. but they built it outside in the first world country. There's where they built Trinidad, outside. They would have pilfered money. So, yes, Trinidad at one time, but I'll tell you, you remember Dr. Eric Williams' daughter, Erica Williams?
Yes.
You remember when the Time magazine had placed her as one of the most richest women in the world?
Yep.
So the question is, how Erica became one of the richest women in the world? And Time magazine, this is Time magazine at that time, would have tell you she was one of the richest women in the world. If you want to know where the money gone, let's get Erica, let's get all these people, and then we would know where all this money went. Tabak it out and off.
All right, Tabaki, thank you very much.
We are good news, boy, heavy boy.
Yeah, good news.
Good news, boy.
All right.
I don't have to drop in there and jinx it.
I can do it because I don't know the name.
I just told you I thought it was on your line.
Okay, yeah, all right, good.
Say it?
Yeah, I can say it.
All right. The Honorable Minister the Honorable Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Dr. Rudal Munilal, is set to come on the program. And he may not come this week as
All the auditing and changing ACP from Sagram Singh and all of them, and going to continue to miss. And the former regime didn't know how to audit. They only audit Brent Thomas and Taufik Ali. They forget to audit their own corporation. I'll go and have a nice evening.
all right. Caller.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Hey, fellas.
Yes,
Yeah,
good
man.
man.
Call.
Drop call.
Drop call. What's up, drop call?
I It seems like, Kamla 2.0, she finally getting a boom. And that is a good thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because it seems like when the PNM have the boom, they don't know how to utilize it. And whenever they're in power and the country have no money, they cannot run a country. You understand?
Yeah.
But Heavy, I want to find out something from you. We could diversify with pan, man?
Pan?
If we could diversify the pan,
yeah,
we could do that.
Right. Is there any way that we could patent the pan and have it as our own?
No, we can't. We can't do that again.
We can't do that again.
No, we can't do that again.
Gosh,
Yeah, we
that's
can't do that. That's sickening. Yeah. We can't do it again. We could only be recognized as the country that the pan originated from, right? So we would just go down history as this too. Yeah, but the man who have the G pan, he patterned his G pan, right? And I think a man came up with a digital pan, like it make up like a E-pan, right? He patterned that. But the original pan itself, right, is on the free market for anybody to manufacture.
Yeah, but we lost out bad,
We lost out real bad. And this is why I'm saying we're not understanding how to monetize our culture, right? And there are other things that we have here that we could pattern. You understand?
We're sure we're not understanding how to pattern, or the people who in charge not putting these things as priority.
All right. You see what happened with pan was birthed out a kind of revolutionary kind of thing, eh? You understand? Yeah, pan because it was from the tambule to tambu bamboo. It was like making noise. So long time people used to get locked up for playing pan, you know.
Right.
Yeah, because it was like disturbing the peace. You understand where I'm coming from? It took a while before it became a national instrument, because at those days it was men beating drum and beating all kind of thing, and to keep a little entertainment and thing. And the pan men was born on the pan side, and what most of the time was Bajan used to run pan side. You understand? Yeah, so it was like, before it came into what it is today, right? Pan was like a bastard child. Nobody wasn't looking at it as an instrument or, it's just something making noise.
He called drop.
He called drop? Oh, God, drop call, man. Drop call, man.
He called drop.
All right, there we go. You take our next call.
I see it had real flooding today, heavy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rainfall today and plenty flooding.
Yeah, real plenty flooding. Hope everyone okay and getting home safe. Right, caller? Oh. Caller live. Caller. Hello? They drop call number 2. They drop all 2.0.
Drop call 2.0.
Caller.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, I think all it needs to send Penny some topics to complain about. Because the man complaining about nonsense that don't make no sense.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, wait.
How you could complain about the coat of arms?
Coat of arms. She
complain about the coat of arms.
Money to change all of that on our buildings. I mean, there are more pressing issues. Apparently, they want to spend this government windfall before they get it.
Oh, God.
Correct, yeah. They want to spend
what it is? No. Caller?
Mr. Heavy?
Yeah.
Last year, when I was here Stefan Christmas time by stage, I say he was going up on stage and do a thing, boy.
And was sing something?
Stefan Christmas time.
Yeah, I wasn't going to sing though. I just came to play music.
Okay.
Well, we are see Heavy all in white and thing. I say, I start going to see my boy in action.
We thought I was going to do? Perform?
No light here. And then I get all that because guys are holding on a mic. Waited to go on stage. And like, you get to go on stage.
No, because Chris Garcia misses time. His time.
Yeah,
so he was supposed to come early and perform. And he wanted to come late like a star boy to run on stage in the highlight of the show. Right? And everybody else time, he couldn't get his time because his time passed.
Well, Stefan show big.
No, he had it coordinated.
Okay.
You had to go on for a certain time.
Well, I hope to see to all of this week. I come and jam and I go on stage and sing, but I get drunk first.
All right, we will be there. We will be there.
Yeah, we say you go sing this year. You go sing this year.
You know, a parang song to sing. I feel like a busted this year now.
Give me something up, right? Give me a
No,
teaser.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Caller.
I sang a parang already. Yeah?
You sing a parang?
Yeah.
We go pull it up online. You know, I get not pulling it up online. I go pull it up. I go search it. Caller.
Heavy and David.
Oh Lord, the wind gone from my throat.
Leave it there.
From my lungs are gone.
Go ahead, leave it there.
Heavy.
Roger told Shell,
Roger?
take your platform and go. So
Roger.
they took their platform,
Oh, Lord, Father.
they went Mexico, they got it assembled, they brought it back, take food out of people's mouth down in South. Now Roger watching Petrochin. You think Shell will forget that, Heavy? I will leave it there.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Roger
didn't directly talk to Shell because Roger cannot go in Shell office and sit down and tell them move the kick the platform and go. You understand? Roger said that in a media conference. Shell had the reasons why they leave. Right? Whatever was happening in the country at the time, Roger can't tell Shell to pack up and go. He said it in a media conference, but he didn't go to Shell himself and tell them that. Look, will you come out to these things this holiday? Look, me not running on loose ball. Go ahead, take that one.
Caller.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah,
You don't have any know your country today?
Yeah, I come in just now.
Yeah, you just waiting for to go to jail. You waiting patiently to go to jail.
Come in. Don't worry.
You waiting patiently to go to cell. I can like this cell.
With that one, we go take the break and come back to Know Your Country, right?
There you go.
We're going to the Know Your Country segment in Vegas. So stay tuned to Talk City 91.1 FM, your only address for talk. Up next, Know Your Country.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home FM with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM?
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the inside. And you know what time it is already. It is time for you to tell us if you know what we know, if you know what we know, because this is Know Your Country.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
I forgot, right?
You forget the part. If you know, heavy no.
Oh, if you know, all right, right. Don't worry, that will come tomorrow. Call our access phrase. First time he first. He vexed you, you know.
Know your country.
He was calling for someone else, I catch him.
Yeah. All right.
He's a wicked man.
Today's category is games you used to play as children.
Oh God. Oh God.
Right? A game involves one taking their index finger and hitting the opponent's folded hand as a fist. Either with your finger or with a marble. What's it called?
With your finger or a marble?
Yes. Hitting your opponent or your friend's folded fist with a marble or your index finger. Like you're holding the index finger and flicking it. What's it called?
God. Baba will be happy today, but oh God. I know it's called a bokeh when you're playing pitch.
Well, it's got it right. It's bokeh. It's called bokeh.
Yes, God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Not today, Baba. Not today. I'm gone. Right.
And he gave my mistake. Yeah.
He gave my mistake. He would never call for this again.
Yeah, I think it's called a bokeh. It's a marble picture.
You get it. Ready. Okay, you
what? Yeah, she was for bokeh.
Exactly. Call our access phrase.
Know your country. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yes, man.
Yes. Games you used to play as a child.
Doctor, man.
In playing pitch, there was a marble made out of a steel bearing ball. What was that particular steel marble called?
I think that is the one they call a slug.
Right. Correct is right. Glory for you.
Glory. You got you there, man. You got you. Call our access phrase.
Know your country.
Yeah, man.
Right. In playing pitch, there were different types of marbles. The white marble with the colors on it that used to get in the little bag in the Chinese stores was called what?
See, that's right, everybody. That's right.
Yes. They were different than the ordinary marbles. These marbles were predominantly white with little colors on them. Yes, what do you call those marbles?
McCall and them jumping there. I don't get to finish with you.
Snake eyes, yes, snake eyes. You're lucky, man. Yeah, somebody hit the background.
Nah. David, you need to take me out, eh?
Take you out to the jail.
Oh, well, glory.
Yeah.
You've seen the
Freedom,
sun now.
free at last.
Free at last. Oh, Lord, you're free at last.
What did I say? Jail and nice?
Jail and nice. The dungeon, beautiful, boy. It's full. Thanks so much. Caller access raise.
Know your country.
Right.
Uh-huh. This particular toy, or this particular something that we used to make as children, right, involve guava wood and a tire tube. What's it called?
Guava wood, tire tube.
Yes, to make this particular toy, but it was dangerous. Our parents didn't want us to make it at all.
Okay, it was not a weapon by any chance?
Yes, I can't put, it can be used as a weapon.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, no bird with that, yes? It's a slinging shot?
Yes, a slinging shot. Glory for you.
Glory. Glory, brother. Glory.
A slinging shot.
Slinging shot, man. Caller, access raise.
Know your country.
Right. Games we used to play. This particular game involves hitting a ball with your hand and running.
Is the other guy that say no resonate with me? I used to hit real bird with that.
Yeah, you said real bird with that. You can't. When they get slingshot long time, you're hunting it. Go down there. Bird and pigeon and all kind of thing.
Caller access raise.
Know your country.
All right, lovely.
All right. This particular game involves rolling a dice on a board, right? And if you land on a space on the board where your opponent is, you can send him home. What's the name of that game?
Ludo?
Yeah. Well, they're pointed there, boy. They're pointed there today. Nobody went to jail today, boy. I think I'm making my questions too easy.
A little bit too easy.
Yeah.
A little bit too easy. I'm waiting for that lovely lady to call. She called once in the segment and then called back to ask a question or answer a question, boy.
Who, the lady? Who? Yeah. She called for the segment and she called to ask a question. Shall we trying to call?
We hope so, huh?
Shall we trying to call? She in the jail or no?
She in the jail.
That lady in the jail from yesterday, she get to come out.
Oh, shucks. Caller access raise.
Everyone game you play now.
Who is this boy? Just hang up on that man, please.
Alright, no problem. 622-4911, 622-4911-394-4911. The phone lines.
Once they say know your country,
hang up, right? Jail. Put him in. Nah, you don't need to.
You don't even need to be in the presence of us.
Yeah. No need to be there. Yeah. We have a few minutes left on the Know Your Country
segment. Yes,
people,
I'll try to get in quickly.
Let's go quickly. Caller access first.
Know your country. Good afternoon.
All right.
Wow. This particular toy, right? You had to buy it, but it involves looking into something, and there are cartridges that you look into and you see it up close like a movie, right? And you could press this side and you to flick and see each particular picture in close colors. What was it called?
Well, I know what you're talking about. Let's show you on video camera.
It was red.
Yes, I had one left video camera. Used to call it. I can't remember his name.
What you said?
Used to call it video camera.
Nah, not the video camera.
But another name. I had one.
It's a particular name for you.
Slides to put in and all that.
Yes, to put in the cartridges and it's a slide, press down to look into.
But it's called a video camera.
No,
it's not a video camera.
It's not a video camera. It's not a video camera. That wasn't the name of it.
Okay.
Sorry about that, darling.
I ain't gonna put any dungeon though.
Sorry, now you gonna put any dungeon. They try. Yeah.
She know what it is.
She know what it is. Yeah, but she doesn't know the name. Yeah. I want the name. All right.
She hang up quick. You know somebody say they don't know what Ludo is, but they know Snake and Ladders. How you don't know what Ludo is? You live in Caller access phrase.
Know your country.
Finally.
Do you know the toy I'm talking about?
I think it's a Viewmaster.
Viewmasters, yes, that is it.
Viewmaster. Okay.
Viewmasters.
New of you.
Yeah. Wait for me.
You come out of the jail? You was in the jail?
No.
Okay.
Sound like
Viewmaster.
Sound like
Okay.
All right.
Glory for you, man. Glory. Where is the ammo?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, no. Ooh. I'm quick boy. It was calling for Viewmaster.
That's calling for Viewmaster.
Let's drop off. Quick boy. All the lines just have and then bloop.
Yeah, they drop off because they just wait till they hear the question and then try to call into answer it.
That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, that's what it is do.
All going on.
Yeah, they don't take the chance of calling to get the first question. They just want to hear somebody getting gay and then they want to run into gay because they know it.
I'll try.
Yeah.
So you take one more people. One more. 622-4911 or 394-4911. The phone lines are open there. Something there. She don't know what Ludo is. That's crazy.
She don't know what Ludo is?
Mm-mm.
She's too young for this show.
Clearly.
But they have Ludo online now.
Yeah.
On you can download Ludo in the game app.
Are they learn chess? You know how to play chess?
I learned to play chess long years ago, and then after I forgot how to play it, and
play it in a while.
I played it some years as well, so I forgot how to play chess.
All right. Last one, caller. Access race.
Know your country.
All right.
In the game of checkers, there is a fast way to play it that involves moving the knobs faster and taking other people's knobs faster. What is it called?
That's draft, right?
Yeah.
Draft.
No, draft is checkers really, but it had in the same game checkers, there's like a quick version of it, and it's called a particular name.
Yeah, I knew the game, but I can't recall the name right now.
All right, we give somebody else a chance. Now the lines go blow up because of who know we go want to call. Sorry about that, Uncle. With that jail cell, you in that jail cell, well, okay, boy. That jail cell, but in my ears, yes.
Caller access race.
I'm calling again.
Yes.
Know your country. We used to call it Chicky Pets.
Chicky Pets, yes,
Right,
yes.
No, you can't call
yes,
twice.
Chicky Pets, we get that.
Yes.
All right.
Glory.
It's called Chicky Pets.
Chicky Pets.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. All right, well, that brings us to the end of this segment.
I must say, everybody, like a lot of people, only one man going to jail. A lot of people get the questions right. Yeah, boy.
People know the games.
Yeah, they know the games. You said we play a long time, but hey. All right. Okay,
I have
people.
no computer, I know, so.
Yeah, and anybody willing to sponsor Know Your Country, get in contact with us because Know Your Country need a sponsor.
It does.
Yeah, it's one of the best shows that we have here. People look forward to that. The week when you didn't come and we didn't do Know Your Country, people go, "Where did Know Your Country? You want Know Your Country?" Everybody, you know, they want to enjoy the Know Your Country. So we need to get a sponsor. Yeah. Somebody listen, you know, they listen.
Blue Waters all here.
That
was Know Your Country.
Yeah, that's what
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The winning numbers in the National Lottery online draws for Wednesday, 12th August 2026. At 10:30 a.m., play rating number 31.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad.
All right, well, it's 5 p.m. in the nation's capital, and we are back live right here on Under the Radar, live on Talk City 91.1 FM. Be sure to get socially active with us, though, Trinidad and Tobago, via the Talk City social media pages and participate in the conversation of the day or the topic of the day via Talk City 91.1 FM Facebook and Instagram pages. And as soon as we get into the editorial of the day, we would start reading some of those comments from on the Talk City social media pages. All right, so get socially active with us via Talk City 91.1 FM on social media.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Talk City 91.1 FM, keeping you updated daily.
And we're going straight back to the phone lines, so 622-491-394, 4911. The phone lines are open.
Call Talk City 91.1 FM now, 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Caller, you're live.
Hi, good evening, guys.
Well, you late. You absolutely
Wow,
late.
she deliberately and call.
Yeah, she.
No, guys. I'm very sorry. I had some people in my car, and we were having a very serious conversation. So, yeah. So, I just drove up because we could sit in the car. But I had on the radio, but it was very low. But I was hearing what you all were saying. But we were having a very serious conversation, so I could not cut the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh,
You call for your country. You call for your country and then go into hot topic.
Hot topic.
Oh, God.
Well,
This morning, guys, somebody sent me I think the press conference with
PNM.
them. Yeah, and listen, all I know I saw was Terry Marshall. I heard 2 words he said, and I took off my phone. I was like, I don't have time for this.
Same.
We're moving forward, right? Auntie Kamala is bringing back this place.
Exactly.
Listen, there's so much happening. Trinidad is going to be in a better place.
Correct.
And our people are going to be taken care of by this government. I promise you this, Trinidad and Tobago. Just let's keep our head up, keep focused, and do not let these PNM mites pull you and try to make you think all the wrong things and they're doing this and they're doing that. And all is nonsense.
Correct.
You're moving forward and stay focused. And if you all stay focused and give Auntie Kam that chance, right, you are going to be in a better place. Your families and Trinidad is going to be sweet again.
Correct.
We on that road. We on that road. David, Heavy, you all know. We on that road.
Yes.
Agreed.
Thank
anyway,
you.
Guys, have a good evening.
Yeah, but hold on, for you're not calling in this segment.
She said she's done in the jail ahead, you know. She's supposed to call the court.
Further down.
She should have get through. You would have get through if they call him because the topics was easy. All right.
Thanks so much.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
All right, 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. As I mentioned, the phone lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago.
People know better than to send me that, you know.
Yeah, the presser.
Yeah, nobody's sending that. No, not us will send that for me, you know. They know better.
I pull up on it.
You send that for me, I blocking you all the time. I'm telling you, I blocking you straight. Don't send that for me, man.
Well, I pull up on it and then I was like, I come off. Caller.
Good afternoon, Brother David and Brother Heavy.
Yes.
There is a lucky thing I didn't get through another phone caller because I would answer all the questions and I would take away the dungeon. So, Brother Heavy.
Yes, brother.
The number you see showing up. I'm trying to call it off air, but David, he barely heard and he watched it cross-eyed. So, what you just talk about a little sponsorship now.
Yeah.
So, right? But it's teacup, where's it?
No problem.
He's sponsoring? You're sponsoring?
Yeah, we go call it off here. We go tell you we're sponsoring.
Yeah, so tell David how I just operate.
Yeah.
Tell him.
That's a good one.
So I'm here what's going on now. I want to address one thing with Leave It There with the managed self. Leave it there. When Comrade Roger said they'll shell, take the rig and go, right? It come about just like CPEP. You see how CPEP had the living poor? And is the contractor running away with all the money, the $1.4 billion, and they're working for $94? It's the same thing when I was building the platform. The contractor was making the big money, and the workers was suffering, leave it there. And that is why we stand up for justice for the same brothers and them who shall take away food from their mouth. Because here what's going on. A punishment, $300 a week. I want to see you survive on that. How about this, day Heavy? And don't forget to call me.
Well, I'll send your number now. I'll just send your number. All right. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. What am I searching for here? I don't know what's here. All right, but the phone lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. 622-4911, 394-4911. Caller.
Yeah, good day again, gentlemen.
Yeah, brother.
Now, if the local newspaper and them were really patriotic to Trinidad and Tobago, all these opposition press conference, they would have labeled them and shamed them unpatriotic citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I bet you would have put it in between the leg and stay quiet.
Correct.
Thanks.
I agree with you. Nobody had time to listen to that. I see that coming. I was like, waste of time. So 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. I see the promoting SNS, boy. Buy local. I like that, man. Buy local. I gotta say it on air. What I mean, buy local, Trinidad and Tobago. But 622-4911, 394-4911, and in some of the things that I spoke about that I got to hear in that press conference before leaving was they talk about bush cutting as usual. They talk about CPEP. They talk about URP. They make some noise about Jillian John saying that. It have plenty bush to cut. That is the basis of the press conference, It is a waste of time. That was the basis of it. The basis of it was telling people about CPEP and URP. Because that is all the opposition could ever bring for Trinidad. In fact, their own political leader, Penelope Beckel, said if she come back in power, she will give you back CPEP and URP.
Gentlemen, good evening. Now, traffic heading south, bumper to bumper, gridlock traffic almost, right? And all of a sudden, all the siren and then police car walking, they're passing on whoosh, whoosh, both sides, all over the place, right? Because why traffic? Thank you.
Well, I hope the traffic is up when I get there, yes?
Good afternoon, guys. Great show as always. Heavy, as always say, is a culture shock and a culture change for the citizens of this country. And good days are coming forward. The government just had to watch out for some of these union leaders. Some of these union leaders are the opposition operatives. So they had to watch out for them. Because right now, the government have everybody silent. You understand? Everything is going good. All the chips are falling into place. But you see some of these union leaders, I wouldn't call the unions and them names, but some of these union leaders, we had to watch out for them. Because they are the ones might start to do the PNM work.
Ain't lie. Doing the PNM work. 622-4911, 622-4911. Have you just as they come back in there, I was telling people what the basis of that presser was now. They came to talk about, there's no joke, there's what they come to talk about. CPEP and URP bush cutting.
Don't do me that.
I know.
Don't do me that.
I swear to you, Dread.
They do a whole press conference to talk about CPEP and
Not
URP.
the whole thing, but majority of the contributions by Simon the Lawbreaker was about CPEP and URP. He said Jillian John come to talk about it have plenty bush to cut, because she did say that in her speech on Monday, right? That it have plenty bush to cut, but people should go get certified in different things. I think Obi played it on his show. They should go get certified in this and that and the other, because we have the energy and the steel and everything coming up on stream, right?
Right.
So you're saying people go and do that, and she say it have plenty bush to cut. As, oh God, man, it have plenty bush to cut. Oh God, yeah, the bush go get cut. And he bring that up and talk about CPAP, URP, bush cutting. So that is generally the basis of it.
So they do a whole press conference.
A whole press conference.
Because Church want to come and say he came up with the 20%
normal thing.
Deal.
We don't even have to watch it. We just know what they're gonna say. Heavy. They want to take credit. We did this. We did that. We did the other. Yet we saw nothing for 10 years.
Nothing.
It's easy to just say, hey, always a waste of time. A complete waste of time. Right? Penelope Beckel say when she come back in power, she go reopen CPEP and URP, which is something that everybody know of. Corey Marcel, famous for saying, when we come into power, we will treat them with malice. So we already know what coming there. They're gonna treat the UNC with malice, whoever the UNC presumably is. Right. So that's the basis of everything. Right? That's the basis of everything. We need to go too far into all of that. But 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. That is the number to call. We do have the editorial of the day. You want to jump into that, Heavy?
Yeah, one time.
All right, we're loading up the editorial of the day. You all ready for it? Remember, the editorial of the day was brought to you by AI. Well, Talk City 91.1 FM. However, it's an AI voice reading it out. All right, This is the editorial of the day.
ORTT holder kicks out T&T students at U.S. University. A holder of Trinidad and Tobago's highest award has debarred scores of Caribbean and other freshman students in his capacity as president of a major American university. Dr. Wayne Frederick, who was awarded the Order of Trinidad and Tobago, ORTT, in 2020, is in the eye of a raging storm over Howard University's decision to disenroll 502 incoming students. Dr. Frederick, who was born in T&T, is interim president of what is termed one of the United States' historically black colleges and universities, HBCU. 3 years after Dr. Frederick was honored by T&T, Howard granted an honorary Doctor of Letters to then Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. Howard blocked the students after they missed deadlines for payment of fees and financial aid. The exact number of students with T&T and other Caribbean roots is not known. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, and other organizations strongly criticized Frederick. Critics said the decision threatens Howard's mission as a safe haven for black education. Scholars said black students were losing institutional support. The University of the District of Columbia, which is also based in Washington, D.C., opened its doors to the affected students. Amid the fierce backlash, Frederick apologized and took responsibility in an interview with CNN. The university said it reinstated some students and is reviewing other cases. Aggrieved students are agitating for all applicants to be enrolled and for accountability by the university. With respect to T&T, the scandal once more highlights the issue of honoring people with no history of significant contribution to the development of the country. The ORTT is granted for distinguished and outstanding service to T&T. When Frederick was honored, some commentators acknowledged his as an academic and medic, but questioned his input in T&T's progress. In 2023, Howard honored Rowley as a renowned social and political leader, pioneering statesman, and scholar. Rowley called Frederick his friend. It is estimated that around a quarter of Howard's enrollment are students from the Caribbean or with ancestral ties to the region. Students have complained about high tuition fees. Dr. Eric Williams, T&T's first prime minister, taught at the university between 1939 and 1944. Williams wrote his seminal Capitalism and Slavery treatise while at Howard. Civil rights leader and Black Power icon Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture, was also a student of the university. As an awardee of the ORTT, Frederick is in the company of former prime ministers, world-renowned artistes, scientists, literary giants, champion athletes, and others who made immense contributions to T&T's growth and development.
All right, so that there was the editorial of the day, Trinidad and Tobago. Remember to participate. All you have to do is go to Talk City 91.1 FM official social media pages, Facebook and Instagram, and leave your comments on the day, and we would read your comments for the editorial of the day. So to see what the editorial of the day or the topic of the day is, just go to Talk City 91.1 FM and leave your comments on the day. All right. So the phone lines open again, 622-4911. So baby Trump, you could call now. Lord Jesus. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my mic was off.
My apologies. All right, 622-4911. So baby Trump, you can call in now. But one thing here, we didn't get to two of these things yesterday, Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But works restart on the San Fernando waterfront. And then also, well, the creek story today, the creek crack repaired.
The creek crack repaired.
Actually, the creek crack is because of the PNM.
I know. Yeah.
And it is because, as what Edward Moody had told us, the
PNM removed the contractor that the UNC had when they was building the highway and send them home to put their own contractors. It's, their family, the finance family. Yeah.
And they didn't do the job properly.
Yeah, and that caused that crack in the creek. The crack in the creek was caused.
The crack in the creek.
Yeah.
Anyway, so outside of that, because San Fernando is again developed a little bit, and I like to see that at least it's just not Port of Spain. You understand? So works restart on the $1 billion San Fernando waterfront, and this was by The Express.
Work has resumed on the San Fernando waterfront weeks after the Urban Development Corporation, UDECON, invited proposals for the development of the site. The billion-dollar redevelopment project, which is intended to transform Trinidad's southern city, had largely stalled following the April 2025 general election amid changes in government and shifting priorities under the new administration. However, the Express observed excavation work yesterday near the former fishing facility and wharf reclamation site. Under the previous People's National Movement (PNM) government, several initial phases of the project had been completed, including the San Fernando reclamation, where 3,000 tons of armor rock were used to construct a revetment. The San Fernando fishing facility and a parking facility were also completed. By the end of 2024, UDECOT had told the Express that restoration of the Plaza San Carlos Heritage District and the Trinidad Government Railway building had begun and was expected to be completed early this year. The demolition and decommissioning of the former Public Transport Service Corporation, PTSC, maintenance compound at Lady Hales Avenue was also reported to be 95% complete. The site was earmarked for a mixed-use development. After taking office, the new United National Congress, UNC, government introduced a sweeping revitalization plan that incorporated elements of the waterfront redevelopment into its broader investment program for San Fernando. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar said in November that the city would shine once more. Projects previously listed by UDECOT under the San Fernando redevelopment program, including Plaza San Carlos, a harbor, hotel and transportation hub, appear to remain part of the government's plans. In February, Works and Infrastructure Minister Jerlian John said UDECOT had received 965 expressions of interest for projects included in the revitalization plan, including the San Fernando redevelopment. In late April, the Express reported that work was underway at the former PTSC bus yard, where the previous government had proposed 300 luxury housing units along Lady Hales Avenue. The project had been criticized by Persad-Bissessar before last year's general election. A billboard at the site promoting the development as luxury living redefined remained in place, while a fence was recently installed around the property. Last month, UDECOT issued a request for proposals inviting suitably qualified and experienced entities to submit bids for 3 separate projects: a San Fernando Hotel and Convention Center, San Fernando Waterfront Park Residences, and San Fernando Waterfront Residences, Reclamation, and Green Park. The deadline for submissions is October 7th. UDECOT said the 3 projects are separate procurement exercises and that an online information session was held via Microsoft Teams on July 31st. Under the government's revitalization plan, the proposed 250-room San Fernando hotel would include marina berths and rooftop dining, while a 10,000-seat convention center and a 250-person amphitheater are also planned along the coastline. The plan also proposes 1,500 housing units overlooking a mile-long beach and public park as part of the San Fernando Waterfront Residences development.
It was always a great idea, and in that, this is part of, the PNM's press conference as well, because Works also began on the King's Wharf, and this is after, so they claiming again, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
After the mayor of San Fernando calls for urgent action to address poor conditions of the existing facility, including the lack of running water, inadequate situations, and no cold storage facilities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I'm presuming that you'd see in the news tonight. All right. Well, everybody that was calling, that was 622-4911, 394-4911.
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, so the phone lines are open again. Trinidad and Tobago for all those that were calling before. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. But I don't know why, because even in this Simon Inobreaker's speech was wrong. Well, it wasn't wrong. It was definitely this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they gave praises to the mayor of Diego Martin, and they also gave praises to the mayor of San Fernando, saying that this government is a social media government, and the only way to get a response from the government is by posting something on social media, so they could action it. I don't think so right now.
Wow.
Literally, it's
They
frightening.
literally
money
went
too.
there?
Yeah, they went there.
Okay.
That's what he said. Caller.
Yeah, afternoon again. Sorry about that. I
Come on.
get a delayed transmission over in my neck of the woods, so that's kind of happened. Not so the editorial. What more can you say? I mean, that speaks for itself, right? And not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, as you know. So who cares what I think? Hey, but on something though, 2 quick questions here.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, how do you sleep at night, David Welch? The poor lady calling to explain that she couldn't, call in, and you still put the woman, you not only keep her in jail, you put her further down in the dungeon, boy. Oh, God, boy. Oh, God.
You know why?
If it was in America, they would just say, hey, woman.
You know why he did that, right? Because when we was talking, when we were talking, she called up to say, "Well, I don't know your country." She was asking when we were having the phone calls. She called up and if us having know your country, and then you say, "Yes, we're going to have know your country just now." We take the break for her, right? And she's still in call. So David said, "All right, go to the dungeon, go deep in the dungeon,
go deep."
And then on top of that too. So only having Christmas party and things. So what am I, chop liver?
We are not having Christmas party. You need to listen carefully.
Your buddy and them having Christmas party.
Yes.
And since you were VIP, you and your buddy there.
My God.
I mean,
I know the price of tickets for you to come to Trinidad will be high, so you ain't coming to no Christmas party.
You can tell Trump to get a visa, less access,
Yeah.
With friends like Boto all your boy.
Who needs Hamas? Who needs Hamas? All right, brother.
Cheers. Bye.
So who need Hamas? Yes.
Hamas. Caller.
David,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm listening to the show, and am I the woman you all are talking about who called?
It was you who called and said, "Well, in the country."
No, I did not.
Oh, but that lady sound like you.
I listened to the show. I said, I think that they think it is me, but I did not call.
Yeah,
and
we thought it was you.
No.
Okay, well, let me apologize.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Take you out of the deeper part of the dungeon.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Somebody else called and solved it.
Glory. I will get the glory. In the background.
Take her out of the deeper part of the dungeon. Bring her back.
A little bit of glory in the background.
All right.
We apologize.
We thought it was you calling for your country now.
Yeah, we take it back.
Oh, no, dear.
Right. Okay.
All right, we take it back.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so we get a sponsor for your country?
We supposed to. I give him Stanley number to call Stanley. So
yeah.
He's supposed to get it now. If you don't get it, if you say it's pots and thing, we don't care about that. We could put the pots though in the studio. We gotta advertise some pots. Yeah, pots and I get some pots and pots. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. Let's go. Caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
PNM gonna be having press conference and be talking about CPEP and URP and thing. And instead of these people try to put their supporters in the right direction, you've seen so much opportunities being created. That marina, people know how much employment is required to maintain a marina, especially a waterfront area and thing. How much jobs is there that is available for people to get well-paying money for that, maintaining boats and making sure that everything is in order, because that is something that has had to always be maintained. You can't leave that to become dilapidated and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
And you need a type of skill set, that is specific for that environment and everything.
Yeah.
And for these people to try to educate their population, because I mean to say it was started under the PNM, right? With Alwari and thing. Oh gosh, let me start to try to make this country a better place now.
Correct.
Yeah. So when you see all the jobs available now, all the PNM supporters go and cut grass instead then. And then people from outside go come say, okay, all you remember the promise all the CPEP work? Come, go and let me buy work and all cut grass. The skill high-paying jobs, let people from outside come and do it. That's the mentality these people have. And the irony of this whole scenario, how these people have people listening and following them.
Yeah.
Them had to be using some kind of voodoo or some kind of thing, boy, or something wrong between this country. Well, not we, but they followers.
They will be a real good.
Yeah.
That will be a real good.
I tell you, I wanted if they could give me some to win a lotto or something.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Have a good idea. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man.
The Obia don't help them win lotto, you know. It's help them stay loyal no matter what.
What, boy?
No matter what. I used to say, Raul, you can run in your house, shoot your children, and all they go still vote for that man. Or they go still pull out the finger and dip it in the ink for them. I used to think heavy. Don't judge me. I didn't used to vote back then.
Let me hear your dirty mind how you used to think.
I used to think, if you vote for PNM, you're going to have running on your hand. If you vote for USA, right? So every time I see somebody walking around with running on their hand, I used to say, you vote for PNM?
Wow, David Welch.
I cry and it's so notice. Caller. Yes, sir.
Yes, caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, Heavy. I'm David Welch. This big brother from Malabar. Heavy,
yes, brother.
People ever sit down in Trinidad and think if PNM did win the last election, what would happen in this country?
Chaos, boy.
What would have happened in this country? If boy,
I know.
I just sit down and
I know you're not be signing no deals with Exxon Mobil and all these things were happening right now. I know for sure that wasn't going to happen.
Not one
of them things. Yeah, son.
Right now, everybody jumping the gun. Kamala do this. What Kamala do that? The budget coming out just now.
Yeah.
Everybody hold all their hand and wait to see what will not take place.
Correct.
Everybody want everything now. Everybody want everything now.
Yeah.
So if PNM was there, they would not get nothing.
Correct.
They would not get nothing. And I grateful for the job all they're doing, boy. I very, very grateful because plenty people eyes opening now.
Yeah.
All these little deals work. All these little things that come into Trinidad right now. Everybody talking about Trump all the time. Trump this, Trump that, Trump the other. Some people talking different right now. You know?
Correct.
Some people talking real different. So all your brother I just called to tell you all keep up the good work and continuing the good work. And do study your position. Same thing as others here telling Welch. You doesn't have time to listen what the opposition has to say. Don't waste time on them at all. Yeah, don't waste time on them at all. Let me move productive and make our way forward. Or keep doing the good work. God bless all you always, man. Right?
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
True words, man. So you say the PNM will not the PNM will want to run the country now.
That man knows some mind in a dark place there, but the man say, what happened if the PNM did win the last election? And I sort of feel sick. I said like I get back fever and all kind of things. When I study all what happening now would not be happening. Who would that be, boy? They would be the ones supporting Maduro against Trump. And then
they'll be saying international.
And then now Trump would have take Maduro out of Venezuela, and then who would that be? We might have been sanctioned too.
We would have had nothing.
We had nothing, no dealings, nothing, boy.
Or literally, if they had won, literally all the deals that happening with Venezuela, Trinidad would have just be out of it. Because people think we're out of it now, but we're not now.
You can imagine if, because when Trump was blockading Venezuela, Rowley wasn't going against his partner. You understand? So then we'd end up in the firing range. We'd end up in a dark place. Nothing was going on. What happening right now would have been able to take place if the PNM was still in power.
You heard what
the only good thing would have been happening right now is that the people and them would have still have CPEP and URP.
Correct. The U.S. Secretary General
I don't even know if that's good.
No, it's not. But the U.S. Secretary General said the only way money does flow is when you have a nation that's welcoming it, basically, right? Along those lines, he said it in. We would have never have any of this, boy. Caller.
Yeah, Heavy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, caller. Yeah, man.
Heavy. But if you have to win this election one day, and I'm asking you, I'm telling you, you get jet sanction.
Yeah, but I get sanction.
They were just waiting to see who would have
win the election. Yeah.
What? Miss Kamala save we, you know. And people I know. I tell them in accident.
That man. I saw that. That man said my mind in a dark place there, but when he asked me, what happened with the PNM win the election? Would I really be sanctioned, you know?
Probably.
No, it was in the making. It was in the making. Doctor and listening, it was in the making.
Yeah, brother.
Caller.
Please, the Lord Father.
Caller, you live.
Caller.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Yes, brother.
You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We hear it loud and clear.
Okay. Earlier on, about 3:45, I heard Heavy talking about how he information he got on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, I want all the PNM sycophants and the supporters to go and check out Singapore. Because Singapore celebrated 61 years of independence Sunday gone. Right? Now, if you know, as you know, Singapore is an island just 2.5 times the size of Tobago.
Yeah.
When they became independent in 1965, they had a population of 1.8 million. They achieved first world status in 1997.
Yep.
And when Lee Kuan Yew, the Prime Minister, was asked how Singapore became so successful so quickly, he said he did two things. He got the best and brightest people into government, and he got rid of corruption.
Correct.
Our Prime Minister, Eric Williams, did the opposite. Right?
Yeah.
And in 1962, when he made his famous statement, Massa they done. That wasn't correct, you know. He should have said, white Massa they done.
And PNM Massa they now start.
That's right, he became the new Massa.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why all the people in the East-West corridor, they get brainwashed.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, brother.
I look at Singapore today. They have 60 what? These data centers right now. Yeah?
Yeah, and we arguing about data centers here.
Arguing, but we don't want.
Imagine they achieved first world status since 1997.
Since 1997,
According to the IMF, right? According to the IMF. And we're still struggling. And then in the next couple of weeks, they'll be hanging up all kind of bunting, all the red, white, and black thing all over the place. Huh?
For what?
After 64 years, and we still not set up. Look, Trinidad and Tobago will never achieve first world status.
Under PNM.
No, never.
Under PNM.
Never. Right, gentlemen?
Thanks so much. Yeah,
Good
man.
evening.
Caller.
Yeah, brother.
Caller live.
Yes. Good evening, guys.
Yeah, brother.
I just want to say something. You know, I moved to the States in the 70s and I lived in New York. And boy, the same thing that was happening in New York at the time is the same thing. Well, not now with the change of government. I'm talking about the crime and all the racket and corruption. And then came June. One family, you know what I'm talking about. The crime families in New York.
Yeah.
And came June 1992. One man went to prison. He died in prison. And New York is a completely different city from then on. Things have changed. And that is exactly what needs to happen in Trinidad for things to change in this country. Just put away one, and you're going to see what's going to happen, because it's going to be an example. And during that time, a lot of Trinidadians who followed that enterprise, that crime enterprise, they paid with their lives. I lived there and I witnessed it. And I'm praying to God that this happens and things change in Trinidad. That's all we need. We need things to come back as how it used to be, and everybody get a fair shot with all the wealth that we have in this country. Thank you all, guys. Great job.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
sir.
so much. Caller.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Yes, I just want to correct the gentleman who was called a little earlier for the other man, that don't broad brush the whole of the East-West corridor and say them in the East-West corridor and like they are no brain and they know they do whatever it is. Right? Because it has some people in the East-West corridor that have a brain and go for UNCC. So don't just broad brush it. If I have to correct them with that, don't broad brush nobody. Okay? Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thanks so much. All right, well, stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We do have a commercial break to go to right now. All right?
Yeah.
So stay tuned to Talk City 91.1 FM. We'll be back right after this.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins.
Alright, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the inside. You're under the radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty
Yes,
and David Welch.
I just want to say good afternoon to a
Yes.
couple of people who I met over the weekend. I want to say the couple that I met in church on Sunday, when I went to church on Sunday, that meted and greeted me. I can't remember the names, but I know you guys just say they always locked on and listen to the show. I think they're from Diego Martin or they're from the west side here. So good afternoon to you guys. You know yourself, I met you in the church on Sunday, at the church in Pity Valley. Also, I want to say good afternoon to Luana Taylor. Yes, locked on and listen. Right? Yes.
All right. It's how we just...
Oh yes, and Luana was asking me, how come you guys ain't talk about the August no tax on private pensions?
We did.
That was promised me. When we did talk about that?
We talked about the no tax on pensions a while now.
A while ago?
Yeah, we say it's not public pension, it's private pension.
Oh yes. We had talked about that. Yeah, that was a while ago, yeah. Alright, she was asking that.
We had to talk about it over again. We didn't talk. We spoke about it when it passed to inside the parliament. No, did it pass in the parliament? The bill was brought and then parliament went on recess, I think. No, it was passed. I had to verify. Caller, you're live.
So
this is what?
Trump thing, I think. He's trying to send the... Yeah, you can do the Trump voice or whatever.
Oh, you can't get it,
You can keep calling back until he get it. But it's how we just start the show and end the show with positive news. I see here Oil Now posted, and there's an international thing as we were speaking about where Trinidad would be if PNM was in charge. Well, Oil Now posted Trinidad and Tobago's oil output edges higher as decline shows signs of easing. That's really, really good because you know we had a energy sector that was going down the drain, and now Oil Now and all international agencies could say that Trinidad and Tobago production is looking much, much, much better.
Right.
Which is good news.
Good news.
No shots. Forget to take off our... Yeah, caller. Hello?
Yeah, David.
Yeah,
So,
man.
here what? I'll be devil's advocate here. Right? What I want to see in the next 3 years in this country is Trinidad and Tobago to be food sustainable. So we wouldn't be spending $7 billion in food every year.
Yeah.
And I want to see the refinery restarted so we could make US in the country again. Now I'll leave it for you and Heavy to contribute the next two items.
No problem. Thanks so much. Listen, you could see the country with a refinery up and running, and then PNM come with...
You look to upset my whole my whole aura, boy. I was studying what to answer the guy and say that what I would like to see, in the next 3 years with the country, but you go on and give me about PNM.
I can tell you, look at this.
You try to upset me, boy. You show me pity a penny because and then boy.
Caller.
Yeah, that's a joke for you now.
I just call back big brother. Yeah, what's going on? People ever sit down and study from Port of Spain, right? We're right up east-west corridor. They ever go and see the conditions all these people living in all these areas for the past donkey amount of years PNM in power. Everything just run down. Everything just dilapidated. They don't have nothing, They don't have nothing. And these people keep backing the PNM for all these years. And all these community and them just depressed. You ever watch Arima? Watch Arima go. Arima run down and who in charge of Arima for the longest while all the amount of years? Penny Beckers. I just been Arima and I just stand up sometime and watch Arima. Arima run down. Run down for a borough. It run down. These people and them ain't doing nothing. It's time people wake up in this country and see that our Prime Minister has good vision for this country. Kamala has good vision for this country. And like people and them like the blind.
Brother, you know what's sad about what you now said there? Right?
What?
Guess what's sad about all we now saying? You know them people that only see that the borough run down and these things and they're living in terrible conditions only when the UNC in power?
Yeah.
When the PNM in power, they don't complain about nothing going on in the country, in the community, in the constituency, you know. When the government change, you hearing people talking about, look how we living, look how we living. Like, if I'm not responsible for how they're living.
Just imagine, look, ambulance. One ambulance Arima, you know. One fire truck, you know. Look at the size of Arima. One fire truck Arima, you know. But imagine that. In this country, too wicked, boy. They're too wicked. And I know when they want to wake up and come out of this PNM syndrome.
You're telling me?
See that syndrome then? They're growing the children the same thing. Plenty of them growing the children the same thing.
To show you an example, the mayor of Diego Martin come out to talk about bad roads and potholes. And them bad roads and potholes was there since the PNM power. And she could have never go and tell you, and fix pothole, but she calling out John in John. You see how wicked and evil these people is?
Yeah, these people wicked, boy. They're really wicked, boy. They're really wicked. Boy, let's keep on doing it.
Yeah, brother, thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Before hangs up, we can't take no more. Heavy in closing.
Yeah, we can't take no more. We gotta go.
We have 2 more minutes before the lock. Take no. We have 2 minutes.
Brother man, you're not responsible for. Listen to me carefully. We get a mandate to leave here 5 minutes before the show is over.
Right, and you have 3 minutes before.
3 minutes to wrap up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up.
3 minutes, it's a wrap up.
Wrap up the program.
Yeah, so that the wrap up will come on. So that we had to have all right, let me go. Until tomorrow, we'll be back here, same time, same place, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Up next, a big wrap-up show with Obi and Kingsley. Tomorrow, we'll be back here, same time, same place, and me and David are going to tell them what we have in planning for tomorrow. We're going to tell them what we plan.
I want people to know, you just hit a real low blow there.
If the people don't know, why are you highlighting the low blow?
Real low.
Anyway, I'm out.
Keep shooting for the stars. And everything that you do, Trinidad and Tobago, if you can see it, you can 100% be it. And the moment you choose to give up is the moment a new star is born. Have a great one.